Really?
You know it's crazy when yo, see it. Hey. Hey. It's my
Hashtag Marriage Stark.
Sorry. I just create intros.
Hashtag.
I'm just good.
Marriage Stark.
I'm just good at it.
Marriage Stark.
I just do.
Okay.
I just do it.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Or not? Or not? Help us, Jesus.
So, one thing we always see and hear when churches or God's people start talking about grace, well, doesn't that mean that I could just do what I want? I could sin what I want? Even the disciples said in the Bible, God was like, Jesus was like, grace. And they're like, so I can do what I want? He's like, nah, bro. Nah, bro. With you. Man, with you. Ooh, I was back there. I was like, no, bro. Did you just hear what I just said? I know Jesus was frustrated.
Did you just hear what I just said? Did you hear what I just said? Did you?
First of all, let's get this straight. God's going to judge us. You can't do nothing about it.
Period.
You're going to have to play back. We're going to have to do a playback on our life. I don't know how long it's going to take, but it's going to take a minute. We're going to play back on your life. All right? Secondly, sin has consequences. So let's just get those two things out the way. Whether it's what we said in the last video, crimes against humanity, you're going to go to jail, you're going to get ticketed, you're going to get fined. All right? And then crimes against yourself, where you mess with your mentality, depression, anxiety, get panic attacks like I did, mess with the marriage. There's consequences for sin. But the whole point of this is to make sure that we start changing our lifestyle from that sinful nature to the righteous nature. How do you do that? You face towards God. That's it. Believe in Him, face towards Him, walk daily, renewing your mind so that He can transform you, and things will be all right. Are you going to mess up? Of course. We are humans. You may accidentally cut somebody out because they cut you off on the road. Hey, say, God, my bad, God. Forgive you. God wants to real you.
Help me control my tongue, Lord.
At the end of the day, God wants to real you.
Yeah.
That means if you mess up, He say, turn to Him. Say, God, help me with that. I need to stop road rage. Yeah. God got us through this. Yeah. Don't walk. Oh, sorry, go, baby.
No, go ahead, baby. Go ahead.
God does not want you to walk, like I said in the very first video, on eggshells. No, He wants life and life more abundantly. Yeah. You can't do that living in your world in fear. Take away the fear. You are not guilty, okay? There's nothing you can do to separate yourself from God. We said it in another video. So we have to let go of being guilty of our past.
Right.
Let go of being guilty of our present and the stuff we're going to do because we know we're going to do it.
But it's so hard.
It is.
It's so hard because we tend to hold on to what we've done wrong or our mistakes that we've made. But the more I'm learning, the more I'm living, is I realize that there's a purpose to the madness. If that makes any sense at all. My daddy issues, that's an example. Yeah. My daddy issues, no, I wish I didn't have them. Period. Right. Like, who would want that?
Right.
But they have created in a way for me to know who God is.
Yes.
And be more intimate with Him. Because from what I was told from my mother, my dad spoiled me before he exited. And I'm like, so basically I would have been a spoiled brat. That's what you're trying to tell me? Extra spoiled. Like, and I was the first grandchild, and I was my mom and my dad's first child. Ooh. So yeah, I was already spoiled.
Right there.
Yeah, like spoiled. But I realized, as I've grown a little bit, and I have allowed myself to be naked with myself first, and allowed myself to be naked to God. He's exposed things to me in a way where I'm really okay. That's still from that. I'm still dealing with that issue too. Like, I thought I was, but it came in a different form, or I'm looking at it from a different perspective now, and I will say being more intimate with God allowed me to see things in myself that I didn't know or didn't realize. And that daddy issues, if you will, has caused a lot of different sinful natures or habits that I have created that God has tried to break down in me. Even me getting married, I didn't realize how much I had to have control over my everyday decisions in life.
Yes.
And it rolled, hashtag marriage started here.
Yes.
It rolled over into my marriage in a way where, look at him, right. But it rolled into my marriage in a way that I didn't realize, like, why do we nag or we like fuss? Right. And it's because I'm trying to control what's happening in our household.
Right.
And no wife. No wife. Like, no.
But that's okay, baby. Your job is to give that to God.
Yes.
That's her job.
And I'm learning to give that control of, yes, things have to be in order. Yes, things have to be organized. We understand all that stuff. But when it comes to my husband and his going and coming, or his, you didn't put that in the right direction. You didn't put that, like all of those little things, sometimes they don't matter over time. Because I'm not focused on controlling everything in my life because of my daddy issues. I'm allowing God and His grace to cover me every day, to teach me how to live in His control, not in my own control.